Everything's ready for the game. Sorry about the challenges with the timeline with this game. The girls' game was long enough to run over this one or make it very tight transition to this one. So it's Finland's men's under-17 team Kohonen against Switzerland under-17, the penultimate game for this tournament, with the Finnish teams meeting in the final game. And this was going to be interesting with the Swiss and the Finns. We'll see how this turns out. The Finns and the Swiss battled tightly yesterday. That was the Finnish team Tiitu, tied at 5, with the Swiss starting very strongly against that Finnish team. This one's the other Finnish team. Again, these players are from 2005 or born 2005. All there is no A team or B team for the Finns. It's just the whole set of players collected together for the camp here in Eerikkilä. The Swiss are mainly 2006. 2 players, if I remember correctly, from 2007. The starting lineups: Ilja Brunner is the goalkeeper for the Swiss from Rüchenberg, HC Rüchenberg. Jannik Hirschi, number 8. Number 4, Robin Rygg, the starting defenseman, with center forward Sebastian Mattis, and 23, Nina Bühler in the left forward position, a right forward being Dominic Hofer. This duo, or this line, or this trio, combined for 4 games yesterday out of the 5 that the Swiss scored. For Finland, Niklas Nykänen starts, goalkeeper from Tikkurilan Tiikerit in southern Finland, in the capital region. Number 8, Eetu Lehtonen. Number 15, Ville Harjunalainen, the starting defenseman. Center forward, Matias Hampää. Hampää with SPV from Seinäjoki. And left side, Lari Kujansivu, number 7. And this starting lineup is rounded out by Paavo Siekkinen, number 27. Siekkinen, who plays for Happe in Jyväskylä in the center of Finland. And everything's ready for the opening face-off. Face-off will be taken by, very likely, Harjunalainen. Bühler, the captain for the Swiss team today, was the captain yesterday. And this is taken by Harjunalainen to start the game. Harjunalainen over to Lehtonen. Hofer, Bühler providing press. Lehtonen, Harjunalainen moving up the court, going deep, hitting Hampää. Hampää back to Harjunalainen. Siekkinen in the middle. Hampää across. Kujansivu can't hang on to it. Hofer backhander, a quite nice backhander, and the first save by Niklas Nykänen. Nykänen has to react to that one. Deflected it enough for it to go wide. It would have gone in, so very nice attempt by Hofer. Second line for Finland today: Pekkarinen, number 13, 26, 25, Matias Knuuti. And 14, Leo Sandini on the left side, Mikko Lindman, center forward. 28, Teemu Karppanen is the right forward. Swiss team, Robin Thalman, center forward. 15, Jamie Elishman, and number 16, Niels Bowman. Bowman takes a shot. In the forward positions, Noah Mühlebach and number 2, Timon Anderegg. Number 6, Mühlebach, and 2, Anderegg are the defensemen in the Swiss third line. We get a line change from both sides. Third lines, Maximainen, Mertsalmi, 11 and 12, respectively, for the Finnish team in defense. Koivisto, to Koivisto on the left-hand side here, number 6 with the ball. Center forward, Jussi-Pekka Raitanen, and number 10, Emil Louhelainen, round out the rest of the Finnish third line. Koivisto certainly being the top player or man of the match in yesterday's game against Germany. Mertsalmi scored once, scored the Finnish opening goal with a pass from Koivisto. Koivisto up the middle. Raitanen goes deep. Maximainen under pressure by the Swiss defenders. Koivisto has it. Koivisto shoots, goes wide. Well played by Koivisto. Raitanen behind the goal. Mertsalmi, Koivisto another shot. 2-1. Lohr to number 24. Loris Kislik. Kislik has a great opportunity but goes wide and high on this one. I think it was just high, not wide. Good attempt by Kislik. He's very close to Nykänen. A nice transition from the Swiss team, but the Finns are back at it with Siekkinen trying to move deep. Is fouled by number 8, Jannik Hirschi. Rygg against number 16. Hampa in the corner. Finns have the ball. Nice cross. No Finns there. A shot by Hampa. That's deflected by the Swiss goalie. Brunner. Hampa. No luck with that one. Bühler comes up. That's stopped by Harju Nalanen. Harju Nalanen slows down the pace. Gets a chance for the Finns to change. Knuuti. Karppanen goes deep. There's a chance for Lindman. Lindman shoots wide. And it's a Swiss ball. There in slow motion replay. The Swiss rooting for themselves, or for their team, not themselves. That might be too much. I'm sure that there's not a team player that only roots for themselves. Karppanen over to the other side. A shot blocked by Swiss defense. I think that was Anderegg putting the body on it. This one comes towards the goal. Picked up by Brunner. The Swiss have the ball, slow the pace down, and we'll go through the third line set up for the Swiss. Janis Ulrich, Niklas Engeler in defense. Loris Kislik, number 24 here with the ball on the left-hand side. Shot attempt by Raitanen, gets hit by the Swiss. So a free shot. Koivisto shoots, that's deflected, way out of bounds. The Swiss third line, Loris Kislik on the left, Jonan Meyer in the middle, in the center forward position, and Robin Lohr on the right-hand side. Shot by Maximainen, goes wide. Koivisto has it. Koivisto behind the goal. Koivisto under pressure from Engeler, and Ulrich gets fouled. So the Finns have the ball. Restart from the corner. Again, Koivisto to Koivisto in the corner. We've got movement from the Finnish players. The referees telling that they can only start at the whistle. Koivisto tries to go behind the goal. Gets stopped by Ulrich. Brunner picks it up and throws it over to the defenseman. Rygg under pressure from the Finns. Over to the other side to Hirschi. Hirschi back to Rygg and back to Hirschi. Hirschi tries to go deep. Siakinen gets a piece of it. It goes over the side and we get a restart near the camera on the left-hand side of the court. Rygg has some space. Over to Mattis. Mattis over to Hofer. Mattis shoots. That's picked up by Nykänen. The Finns come counter-attack. A shot by Harjunalainen, but picked up by the Swiss goalie. Nice saves from both goalies at both ends. Certainly they've had a lot of work up to now. Mühlebach there. Hirschi plays it up the court, goes deep. A bit of mix-up from Eschliman and Bowman there. They had an opportunity for 2 against 1, but no luck. Karppanen sets up nicely Sandini. Sandini can't capitalize on that one, but well played by Karppanen. Heads up play. I heard him shout out to Lindman that he was open, and that created the opportunity for Sandini. Sandini now going back for the ball, keeps pushing Mühlebach. Keeps pushing Anderegg, but fouls, and we get a whistle disrupting the play. The Swiss slowing things down, taking it easy. Anderegg finds for Eschliman in the middle, but Eschliman can't move it forward. Karppanen has it. Karppanen moves up the middle. A shot, a pass from the Finns. A shot picked up by Brunner, deflected. No one on the rebound from the Finnish side. Then a good effort by Mühlebach moving up the court, but can't make it happen. Finnish defense is there, and the Finns have the ball. Mertsalmi up the court, can't quite reach. Louhelainen, Mertsalmi against Engeler, but a foul called by a referee. Arponen and Kosonen are the referees today. Engeler over to Ulrich. Meyer has a chance. No luck. Nykänen picks that up. Mertsalmi, Maksimainen. And it's a Swiss ball in the corner. Maksimainen has a word with Kosonen in the corner, but Kosonen has a strong opinion that it is a Swiss ball. I'm sure Maksimainen doesn't agree. Mattis in the corner, Hofer, Bühler making movements behind the goal to Hofer. Hofer has it. Hofer, Harjunalainen shadowing him. Bühler, that goes over the side via the Finnish sticks. Bühler has it. Rygg behind the ball, looking for a set play. Hofer, Rygg moving up the court, being defended by Lehtonen. Lehtonen managed to get it over to Harjunalainen, back to Lehtonen, and the Finns have it. Slow it down. Eerikkilä across the court. Hampää today in the center forward position, played in the first game. For part of the game on the right hand side. Hampää has it. Back to Harjunalainen up the middle. Lehtonen, Harjunalainen, and back. Eerikkilä manages to hang on to it. A bit of a tough pass from Harjunalainen. There's a strong physical play from Lehtonen. Lehtonen makes space for himself, shoots and scores the first goal of the game at 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Score, pass from Harjunalainen, and Lehtonen simply pushes Mattis out of the way. Uses his size to his advantage. Well defended by Mattis, simply can't do anything as Lehtonen battles for the space and position and scores the first Finnish goal. 1-0 for the Finns. Lehtonen and Harjunalainen, the defenseman in the first line, convert on an opportunity. Karppanen has it behind the Swiss goal. Karppanen flips it back. Nice try there from Sandini to play in front of the goal. It wasn't Sandini, I think it was Pekkarinen behind the goal. The defenseman Sandini is here, the captain of the Finnish team. Kohonen today, as well as once yesterday. Karppanen. Sandini was the target for that pass from Lindman, but Lindman can't quite push it through. The Swiss have the ball. Eerikkilä over to Ulrich. Ulrich has a bit of space. Well played by the Finns. Defended. Louhelainen tries to take a shot. Had also Koivisto on the other side. Foul by Koivisto or Louhelainen there. Louhelainen takes his own shot. Doesn't probably see Koivisto on the other side. Certainly would have had that option, but then again, you know, those are very, very quick circumstances. You have to make the decisions on an instantaneous way. Louhelainen then made the decision. Ulrich up the court. Eerikkilä takes a shot that's deflected from the Finnish sticks. Over the side. Well transitioned by the Swiss. Going from defense to offense. But no luck with that. Mattis in the corner. Bühler behind the goal. Can't get to it. Digs it up and makes room for himself. Well defended there by Raitanen. Manages to get the ball back. Koivisto paces. Looks for the opening. Finds Maksimainen. Maksimainen tries to drop it back to Koivisto. Well played by Maksimainen to get the ball back. And there's a foul. No luck for Bühler. Bühler a bit surprised by the whistle. But I think Maksimainen was fouled. Yes, he was by Hirschi. Well picked up by the referees. Maksimainen didn't have the ball, but was certainly pushed back by the Swiss players. A shot by Harjunalainen. Doesn't go through. Bühler tries to hit Hofer up the court. Harjunalainen across. That's picked up by Hofer. Hofer has space, shoots. Nykänen picks that up. No stress there for Nykänen. Hofer was on a breakaway, but couldn't capitalize. So now the Finns slow it down a bit. try and come up with more structured play. Number 13, Pekkarinen pushing it up the court. Sandini battling for it. The Swiss have it. Well played by the Finns, coming back to the defense after having lost it midfield. That is exactly where you don't want to lose the ball mid-court. Eschliman and Bowman providing a lot of press, but Knuuti isn't faced by that. Lindman back to Knuuti, Karppanen back to Knuuti. Knuuti finds Sandini in the middle, Lindman in the corner, Lindman against Anderegg, who gets the ball. Oh, very nicely played, Karppanen to Lindman. Lindman taps it in. Very nicely played. I think Brunner was in a difficult position there to defend that one. You see in the slow motion replay, Karppanen is behind the goal. Brunner is anticipating Karppanen's move over to the other side, but Lindman is right there and taps it in. This is very difficult for the goalie. Has to be aware of where the players are, what Karppanen does behind the goal. Karppanen makes a wise choice, taps it to Lindman, and Lindman puts it in for the second Finnish goal. 12 minutes, 52 seconds played. The Finns lead by 2 goals to nil. The Finns certainly have been more effective in their offensive zone. The Swiss need to figure out a way to claw back into this game. Kiesling and Meyer can't find the space. Maximainen loses his glasses, falls down. Mertsalmi is there. Mertsalmi there to pick it up. The Swiss have it. Lohr has an opportunity in front of the goal, and then Kiesling tries to put it in. No luck there. Mertsalmi. Raitanen, the center forward. Well played. There's Koivisto. Koivisto tries to shoot. That's blocked. Well played by the Swiss. The Finns still have it. Maximainen going back for the ball over to Raitanen. Raitanen tries to go deep. That's deflected into the Swiss bench. Mertsalmi. Maximainen gets his glasses back. 2 opportunities there for the Swiss. A bit of confusion, I think, on Maximainen's part, having lost the glasses and then being under pressure. Again, the Swiss creating their own opportunities by pressing hard and trying to disrupt the Finnish offensive play. Good reaction from the Swiss team, trying to put more pressure on the Finns. Hampää, Harjunalainen to Hampää. Hampää has this up the court. Siekkinen falls down, gets up, no harm done. Has the ball on the corner, tries to find Kujansivu in front of the goal. Matis has it. Rygg under pressure from the Finnish defenders. Siekkinen, Rygg has it, can't turn it up the court, tries to find Hirschi. Hirschi can't handle that. It goes over the side. The Finns have it. Kujansivu back to Harjunalainen. Harjunalainen slows down, paces over to the other side. Kujansivu can't find the players in the middle. Lehtonen was there. Lehtonen having scored once. Harjunalainen against Hofer. Hofer stops, slows down, drops it back to Rygg. A wise move by Hofer. Doesn't make sense to press. They'd already played a long shift. Had to go to the bench, get some fresh players in the game. Eschliman Bowman dropping it down to Anderegg. Mühlebach into the middle, shoots, that's deflected. Talman tries to find Eschliman in the middle. Talman battling for it near the Finnish bench. The Finns win it back. Not quite well transitioned. Anderegg takes a shot. The press continues, but the Finns manage to hang on. Matias Knuuti, the last Finnish player to hang on to the ball. We get a foul call, and the Finns have it. Mertsalmi, Maksimainen has room. Raitanen manages to keep this with the Finns, but doesn't really get it. Well played by the Finns. There's room. Koivisto puts it in. The cross from Maksimainen, and Koivisto puts it in. Has a bit of showman skill as well. Well transitioned by the Finns. Maksimainen finding Koivisto. Koivisto puts it up. There's nothing Brunner can do. 3-0 for the Finns at 16:22. Here another angle to it. Koivisto, I think that's his third for the tournament, was strong in the first game as well, and converts here on a nice pass from Maksimainen. And the Finns have a 3-goal lead. And another one, number 27, Paavo Siekkinen, a shot. Harjun Alanen goes deep, and Siekkinen has it, goes for the upper corner. Here you see it. Engelä late on the defense. Siekkinen, a great shot in the upper corner, and we've got a 4-0 game. Paavo Siekkinen, a Happea player, probably has watched Peter Kotilainen score a few goals. Kaapo Siekkinen, the greats from Happea. 4-0 at 16:40. Certainly well played by the Finns there, capitalizing on that deep pass into the Swiss territory. Pekkarinen up the court, loses the ball. Hofer has it, no. Well played by Sandini there. Managed to grab the ball before Hofer, and Bühler can capitalize on the 2-against-1. That would have been something if Knuuti had hit that one. He does well simply by hitting it, but let alone getting it on the goal. No danger there for Brunner. And a bit slower pace. Now from the Swiss, Anderegg. And Talman has space. Eschliman trying to go back towards Anderegg, but they lose the ball over the side. Maksimainen, Mertsalmi looking for the right pass. Doesn't want to take any risks, goes deep. That's disrupted by Talman, tries to find Eschliman on the far corner. No luck. Bowman defended by Mertsalmi. Maksimainen turns it around, has Koivisto on the other side. Tries to go through the legs of Mühlebach. Mühlebach plays that well, creates an opportunity at the other end. No luck for Eschliman this time either. Nykänen manages to keep the score at 0. A bit too much of a transition game, coast to coasting. But the Finns still up 4-0. Harjunalainen, Haanpää over to Siekkinen. Siekkinen wins the ball back. Harjunalainen has it. Harjunalainen over to Lehtonen, back to Harjunalainen. Harjunalainen to Lehtonen. Lehtonen. Haanpää in the middle. Haanpää can't get a shot off. Kujansivu in the corner. Well played by Haanpää. And a shot from Lehtonen. That's a Finnish ball deflected out of bounds and out of the rink. After the shot, the Finns make a line change. Knuuti, Lindman, Knuuti back to Knuuti. Knuuti in the corner, tries to go around Hirschi. A nice move there. Rygg trying to disrupt the play. We've got 30 seconds left in the period. Lindman, Karppanen. Knuuti back to Karppanen. Karppanen has room. Bühler is there. Pekkarinen loses the ball. Karppanen. Sandini, a shot blocked by Rygg. Tough battle in the corner. It comes back to Karppanen. A shot deflected, goes wide, just wide. Hirschi has it. Karppanen against Rygg. Karppanen has it, and no goals. Sandini feels like he should have scored. 4-0 for the Finns after the first period. Another fast-paced game, a lot of effort, transitions. And now it is time for intermission. I think this is a good time to go get a cup of coffee. Enjoy that for maybe 6 minutes. Come back, watch the game. I'm gonna get a drink of water and see if I need some more of the thing. But we've seen a very well played period by the Finns. The Swiss team trying to plan what to do next, led by, well, you can see the gestures there. We'll leave you to it. Don't go away. Stay with us for this broadcast from the game between the Finnish team and the Swiss team. Don't go away. Come back and enjoy the rest of the game with us. Welcome back to the Eerikkilä Sports Center, Court 1, where the games are continuing. Lehtonen there scoring the first Finnish goal. The descriptions of the players for Lehtonen is that he is a peaceful defenseman or an easygoing defenseman. There was nothing easygoing about the way Lehtonen made some space for him. And in the second goal with Karppanen, Karppanen is supposed to be a dangerous sharpshooter. Hits the goal, and Lindman, who scored the goal, is supposed to be the guy that sets up the goals. The roles were reversed there. Siekkinen being described as a surefire Pat, whatever that may mean. Maybe that's a reference to Postman Pat, who you may be familiar with. So maybe Siekkinen is the surefire Postman Pat. He delivered on the fourth goal with a nice shot to the upper left-hand corner. Finland leading by 4 goals to 0. Saves Nykänen 3, Brunner 6. That's a quite good reflection of how the game went. Certainly the Finns had the upper hand. Some early opportunities for the Swiss, couldn't capitalize on it. On them, Lohr had one, Kislig had one. Probably hope that they could have those back, especially Kislig. He was face to face with Nykänen on the Finnish goal, just missed high on his shot. Nice effort though, but close but no cigar is one way of putting it. Not sure that cigar smoking is allowed for anybody under 17 in any of the European countries. Probably you get the picture. Don't take it literally. I'm not advocating for smoking, not by any chance. Never in a million years. Kohtamäki today out of the Finnish first 3 lines. We'll see whether Kohtamäki returns. Played a good game yesterday against the Germans, so this is more probably an indication of wanting to give playing time for all of the players. Hampap, who actually plays center forward in this line with the ball now, number 16, was not originally chosen for the squad, but he got in for substituting for Niko Pulli. Harjun Alanen moves in front of the goal. Bad defending there by the Swiss. Deflected over and wide. Hampa is actually a defenseman. In his club team. Bone hard is the description. So Hampap now filling in for center, and there's another goal, and this one by number 8 for the Finnish team. That's a quick goal by Eetu Lehtonen, a second goal for him today. Drives up and shoots. This time doesn't need to build the space around him. Simply puts the ball in the net. Gets a pass from Kujansivu. Well played by the two. Kujansivu and Lehtonen connecting for that one. Kujansivu from Classic, Lehtonen from TPS in Turku. So nice Turku-Tampere combination there. Lehtonen now has 2 goals in this game, and the Finns are up by 5-0. Certainly something for the Swiss team, Swiss coaching staff to ponder during the intermission. Sandini pushing it back. Lindman takes a shot. That's saved by Brunner. Well played by Brunner. Sandini has it, turns it back. Has Pekkarinen. Pekkarinen moving back across to Sandini. Sandini under pressure for Bowman. Bowman tries to win it back, but no chance. Sandini protects the ball well. Has space. Looks for the opportunity. Tries to hit Karppanen, I think, but Pekkarinen disrupts it. Shot by Mattis. Doesn't go through. So, sorry, that was obviously number 7, Severin Schmidt. A canny resemblance to Matias. Sebastian Mattis, in my opinion, no offense to either players. I just mistook him for Sebastian Mattis, but that's Severin Schmidt now in the game for the Swiss, and certainly the Swiss will have to come up with something to actually make a dent in the Finnish offense. Lohr turning it around. Well played there by Maximainen. Maximainen turning it back. Tries to get past the defense, but cannot. And this one's a Swiss opportunity. Nykänen saves this one. Ulrich had a lot of space, lost it at the very end. Mertsalmi across. Raitanen tries to finesse it through, but that's deflected. Lohr has it. Lohr behind the goal to Engeler. That hits Arponen. So we get a face-off in the corner. Probably the Finns turn it over to the Swiss through fair play. Well, that turned into a free shot for the Swiss. Rygg and Mattis there. Hirschi back to Rygg. Rygg is under pressure from Siekkinen and from Kujansivu. Pushes it over to Hirschi. Hirschi has it. Back to Rygg. We'll see press from Siekkinen and Kujansivu. Hirschi, can he pass in front of the goal? Yes, he can, but there are no takers. Hofer being defended by number 8, Eetu Lehtonen. Mattis in the corner. Bühler, Hofer in front of the goal. Bühler turns back. It's played to Hofer. Hofer tries to get free of Harju Nalanen. Harju Nalanen well defended by Harju Nalanen, but fouls. No opportunities created for the Swiss. Bühler behind the ball in the corner, behind the goal to Hofer. Hofer against Lehtonen. Lehtonen keeps it tight. Gets warned for playing too rough, but no penalty. Line change for both teams. Severin Schmidt behind the ball. Plays to Bowman. Bowman drops it down to Angelak. Anderegg, sorry for my mispronunciation. Mühlebach. Anderegg under pressure. Comes out well. Mühlebach. Schmid behind the goal. Schmid behind the net goal to Mühlebach under pressure from Matthias Knuuti. Knuuti gets the foul against him, and it's a free shot for the Finns. Knuuti over to Pekkarinen. Knuuti under pressure from Bowman. Knuuti saves it behind their own goal. A bit of a flick there. Plays with the ball. Bowman providing pressure. Schmid providing pressure. Karppanen. Bowman. Knuuti. Sandini. Pekkarinen. Pekkarinen in the corner against Anderegg. Plays to Karppanen. Karppanen comes out. Pekkarinen takes a shot. Lindman in the corner against Mühlebach. Fouls a couple of times. Arponen whistles, and Engeler has the ball over to Ulrich. Engeler, Ulrich up the court, has a bit of space, falls down, but manages to flick it over to Kislik. Kislik in the corner against Raitanen. Raitanen wins it, but Lohr wins it back. The transition again. Meyer, Lohr takes a shot. Well played by Maximainen. Lohr, Maximainen turns it around. 3-2. Koivisto behind the goal, tries to flick it in. No chance. Tight fighting in front of the goal. Maximainen shoots, scores. Assisted by Koivisto. Now, this time, Koivisto. Maximainen the other way around. Maximainen passed to Koivisto for one of the Finnish goals. Now Koivisto drops it down to Maximainen. Maximainen has a lot of space. Lohr cannot block it. And it's 6-0 for the Finns. Well played, a lot of pressure applied. And Maximainen finishes it with an excellent shot in the upper corner. Nothing there that Brunner can do. And the Finnish machine keeps rolling. Maximainen being characterized as a fleet-footed or quick-footed defenseman. That certainly he has been in this game, has played an excellent game, and has actually contributed to the offensive play quite a lot as well. And I don't mean offensive in the bad sense of the word. I mean offensive in terms of, as opposed to defending. Siekkinen across to Harjunalainen. Hofer providing pressure. Hampaa has it. Hampaa looks for any passing lanes that may be open. Bühler, Hofer working hard. Lehtonen across to Harjunalainen to Kujansivu. Kujansivu takes a shot that's blocked by Matis. Matis well defending there. Lehtonen back to Harjunalainen, back to Kujansivu. Harjunalainen well moved by Finns. Hampaa, and nice movement with the ball by the Finns. Hampaa has space, shoots, is deflected. Rygg has it in the corner. Kujansivu back for it. Lehtonen, and the Finns get it back. Hampaa back to Harjunalainen over to Siekkinen across to Hampaa. The Finns are looking for a line change. Schmid is there. Schmid pressing, keeping the Finns honest in their own defensive zone. Now Hampaa goes for the change. Knuuti and Pekkarinen play deep. Sandini in the corner loses the ball against Anderegg. Anderegg has it to Mühlebach, and the Swiss are trying to come up with structured offense. Haven't been able to do so far. Sandini defending against Bowman. Fouls. Bowman has made multiple attempts to break through, but hasn't been successful so far. Has been active though, and has been a visible player in the Swiss squad. Bowman, and then we have Schmid with an opportunity, can't convert. The Finns come back. Lindman in the corner. Can he hit Karppanen? No. Bowman. Lindman wins it back. Karppanen in front of the goal. Well played by Brunner. Excellent save I was going to say excellent shave. I don't know about Brunner's shave, but that was an excellent save by Brunner. Brunner keeping Karppanen out of the statistics. Karppanen couldn't convert that. Well tried, but Brunner was stronger this time. Koivisto in the middle. Gets it back. Over to Raitanen. Raitanen now helping with the defense. Mertsalmi. Loor applies pressure. Raitanen on the other side. Raitanen described as skillful all-around player, which he has proven to be in the tournament. Raitanen has the ball, doesn't want to take any additional risks. Mertsalmi, Maximainen back in the defense, was providing havoc. Koivisto battling for the ball, tries to one-time it to number 10, Louhelainen. That failed. Maximainen has space. Loor is there in front of the goal. That's kept by the Swiss. Ulrich goes in the corner. Tight battle with the Finns. Louhelainen there. Koivisto in front of the goal. Can't hit this one. It comes back to Raitanen. Raitanen turns around, shoots. Brunner gets a hand on it. It might have gone over the bar. In any case, Brunner puts a hand on it, and it's a Finnish ball. I can't tell. It might have gone in. Well played by Raitanen. Kujansivu in the corner. Harjunalainen here waving his stick, signaling that he's ready to shoot. Harjunalainen, Haanpää, pushes it forward behind the net. Siekkinen, we get a whistle. And the Finns continue with the free shot from the corner. Lehtonen, Siekkinen over to the other side for Haanpää. Haanpää can't turn around, being chased by Hirschi. Well played by Hirschi there. The defensive effort is important, applying the pressure in the right spots. Siekkinen. Back to Lehtonen. Lehtonen chased by Hofer. Lehtonen turns around, finds Siekkinen on the other side. Well played by the Finns. Can't quite convert in the end. Mattis has it. Hirschi moves onto the offense. Schmidt is in play. Again, I thought it was Sebastian Mattis, but it was Schmid. Severin Schmid, who certainly has made an impression after coming off the bench. Karppanen defending. Mühlebach loses the ball. Sandini, Lindman tries to pass to Karppanen, and we get a penalty shot for playing on the ground. He had his, I think there's a discussion on what the call was all about. Anderegg playing with his hand on the ground. I think that's what the referees are signaling. And the description of Aatu Koivisto is the watercolor artist. He certainly has proven to be at least a very effective watercolor artist. Let's see what Koivisto comes up with. He did come up with something artistic. No goal for Koivisto. Brunner kept his position. Koivisto is trying to go between his legs, I think. and flip it in, but no luck this time. That is very artistic. That's a very good description of Koivisto. I think he had it until the last minute. Nice try. 6-0 on the board still for the Finnish team. Raitanen goes to the corner for the face-off. Engelä, Raitanen duo battling for the ball. Koivisto has it. Koivisto trying to move behind the goal. Koivisto flips it and tries to hit it in. That's a nice try. Lohr trying to play it up court. That goes into the Swiss bench. Maximainen is surprised by the call. But there again, there's nothing you can do. Siekkinen, Raitanen, Kujan sivu. So a bit of a mix. And also Maximainen and Mertsalmi defending. So a bit of a mixed line for the Finns. Well played by Maximainen. Mertsalmi has it. Mertsalmi turns it around, tries to push it up court. Fails. Plays it safely to Raitanen. Raitanen looks around, sees that he needs to go to the bench. Maximainen still on the court. Hampää in. Maximainen. Maximainen leaves it for Hampää, goes onto the bench, and we also have Lehtonen in play. So the Finnish first line is in. Harjunainen goes deep, that's deflected by number 10, Jan Fleisch. And we also have Andri Kristen in play. Kristen scored once yesterday. So the whole roster being used by the Swiss. Brunner picks this one up. Hampää can't get to it. Kristen against Hampää. Hampää picks it up, goes behind the goal. Cannot hang on to it. Ulrich is there to stop him. And Hampää fouls. We get a whistle. Hirschi picks up the ball, goes to the corner, puts it in play. We have Hirschi and number 14. The Finns convert. Sandini stops, plays it back to Knuuti. Knuuti under pressure from Bühler, turns around, plays it to Pekkarinen. Nicely converted Lindman from Karppanen. Lindman shoots, that's deflected by number 11, Marvin Langhart. So we have Hirschi, Suter, Hofer, Bühler, and a foul by Hirschi in the corner. So by the looks of it, I think we have Hofer on the right-hand side, Bühler on the left-hand side, and number 11, Langhart, playing in the center forward position for this line with Hirschi and Suter providing the defense. Karppanen over to Lindman. Shot. Karppanen has the rebound, can't quite hit it. A shot from Knuuti, a bit of a surprise maybe for Werner, couldn't hang on to it. Knuuti playing against Schmid. Schmid is of the opinion that he was fouled against, not him fouling. Here's the shot from Knuuti. Werner deflects it, but Karppanen cannot capitalize. Koivisto over to Siekkinen. Siekkinen goes wide. Maximainen being fouled. We get a penalty, a delayed penalty call. Koivisto with Bowman applying pressure. The Finns playing without a goal, 6 against 5. Knuuti comes in. Maximainen is there. Koivisto. We have Siekkinen in the middle. And Raitanen on this side. So Raitanen goes across Siekkinen in the middle. Siekkinen, they try to hit. Raitanen shoots and scores. Raitanen with a slap shot goes in. I didn't pick up the assist, but it's 7-0 for Finland at 35-36. I think it might be Koivisto that picks up the assist. I'm gonna have to verify that from the announcer or the IFF website, but I do think it's Koivisto with the second assist of today. Raitanen shooting. Raitanen proving to be quite effective in this game as well. Certainly the third line for the Finns has clicked throughout the tournament. And this one, Harju Nalanen is a bit too eager. So a free shot for the Swiss. Engeler, Ulrich. Engeler, Ulrich has it. Well played by Harju Nalanen. Harju Nalanen stops that. Kristen trying to flip it over to the other side. So scored by, during the delayed penalty, Harju Nalanen, Lehtonen in the middle, Hampää on the other side. Goes for Hampää. Hampää has a bit of room, flips it back. Fleisch pressing, but I don't think Harju Nalanen is too stressed with that. Kujansivu loses it behind the net. Siekkinen is there. Kujansivu trying to win it back. Lohr against Kujansivu. Lohr, nice move. Quick transition. Kristen tries to get free from the defense. Kristen tries to go through the legs of Siekkinen. Siekkinen denies that. Moves it over to Harju Nalanen, and that's it for the Swiss offense. Siekkinen goes to the bench, and we get fresh players. Pekkarinen, Knuuti moves up court. Lindman, Karppanen hits. 8th goal for the Finns. Karppanen moves up the middle, or up to the middle of the court, and flips it to the back of the net from Lindman. The assist, Lindman goes deep. Karppanen moves, goes between two Swiss defenders, Hirschi and number 14, Timo Suter. Well played by Karppanen. Kind of good offensive instincts, and a flip to the back of the net into the back corner. Well played by Karppanen, excuse me. So this is turning out to be a strong game by the Finns, capitalizing on the opportunities. Raitanen can't flip it back to number 10, Emil Louhelainen. Louhelainen steps on the ball, or I think it was the Swiss player that stepped on the ball. Lindman had it. Face off. Schmidt. Fair play. Kudos for that. Schmidt. Mertsalmi, Maximainen moving up the court. Koivisto in a tight spot, tries to move it up the court, but can't. Is then under pressure from Dahlman. Dahlman fouls him. Koivisto shot by Maximainen. Maximainen looks up in the ceiling. I'm sure he would have been happy to convert that. Maximainen has scored once, but certainly was looking for the second one in the game. Then a foul in front of the Swiss bench by the Finns, and we transition into Swiss offense. Engeler, Ulrich up the court. Lohr goes deep. Good movement by the Swiss. Lohr takes a shot that doesn't go to the back of the net. It goes to the side of the net. Koivisto across, Well played there by Kristen. Kristen stops that ball, turns it around, and saves another Finnish goal from being scored. Eerikkilä, slow clapping by the Swiss here in Eerikkilä. Lohr tries to break through. Mertsalmi behind the goal. Maksimainen has room, stops, turns around, kicks the ball over to Raitanen. Raitanen moving forward, loses it. Kristen tries to get it across to Lohr. Raitanen slows things down, takes it easy, and a line change is in order. Raitanen plays for Karhut in Pori. Certainly has shown a lot of promise here as a center forward. Exactly what you want from a center forward. Skillful on defense, on offense, can balance the line. We have 15 seconds to go. Hampää across to Lehtonen, Harjunalainen. Hampää to the middle. Lehtonen has space, tries to shoot, that's deflected by number 11, Marvin Langhart. A shot, Hampää. Brunner saves this one. Another 4 goals scored by the Finns in the second period. So we are at 8-0. Certainly not what the Swiss team was hoping for, although obviously this provides data for them to analyze later on, come up with changes on the roster, on how they play. A bit of a feedback from the referee to the Swiss coaching staff. Kohonen providing guidance. I think that's important as well to ensure that the teams know where the boundaries lie, how you should be playing, how you should not be playing. But we'll take a short break, another 7 minutes maybe. Come back, don't go anywhere. We've still got one more period to go on this game. Certainly the Finns dominating this game so far, but I'm hoping to see an improvement from the Swiss for the third period. Don't go anywhere, stay with us, stay with this broadcast from Eerikkilä Sports Center. And welcome back. Good news and bad news. I'm back. Good news, the video is back as well. Lehtonen scoring for Finland. Lehtonen second from an assist. This was Maksimainen from Koivisto's assist. So this game has been dominated by the Finnish team. I'm certainly hoping for a comeback by the Swiss. Koivisto's missed penalty shot. One of the most interesting tries I've seen, and I've seen quite a few.
Goalkeeper saves in the second period. Suomi Finland Eerikkilassa 4 torjuntaa, 4 saves. Sveitsi Switzerland and Germany. 6 torjuntaa, 6 saves.
Saves in the second period. 4 for Nykänen, Brunner 6 in the Swiss goal. That's 12 altogether for Brunner, 7 for Nykänen. A bit more even than in the first period. Just looking at the goal scorers, Koivisto has 1 goal and 2 assists. Lindman has a goal and an assist. I think, well, the third goal has been listed for Sandini. I think it was actually Lindman. From Karppanen, Siekkinen has a goal, Maksimainen has a goal, Raitanen, Karppanen. Lehtonen has 2, but no assists. So it has been the Finnish third line playing very strongly in this game. They did play very well in the first game against Germany as well. Koivisto, I think, had 2 goals and 2 assists. So Koivisto probably the leading scorer for the Finnish Kohonen team. We'll see how Tiitu and Kohonen battle for supremacy in the final game today, starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think overall Mika Kohonen had a longer career than Tero Tiitu, both great players for the Finnish team. Tiitu winning the first championship ever for the Finns in Prague 2008. Greetings to both Mika Kohonen and Tero Tiitu, if they happen to be following the broadcast. We got 1 more period to go. So let's see what happens in the third period. I'm certainly hoping for resurgence of the Swiss. I know that they can play a very good game. They just need to come up with self-confidence, some scoring. I think that would turn things around. Not that they would battle for the win of the game, but that they would finish on a high note in the tournament. Certainly we've seen some very good play by the Swiss in the tournament, but they probably haven't been at their best today, or the Finns have been playing extremely well. Langhart, Harjunalainen in the face-off. Harjunalainen wins it, but loses it as he turns towards the offensive zone. For the Swiss, Hirschi with the ball. Plays it deep, Hofer has it, Hofer against Harjunalainen. Langhart is fouled by Harjunalainen. Gets it, and it's in the corner. Langhart goes back for it. Bühler, Hofer making movements. Harjunalainen intercepts this one, moves it up the court. Siekkinen, and we've got Kujan Sivu. Kujan Sivu can't convert that one. There's an opportunity for Hampa as well, but Brunner picks up that one as well. Brunner overall has been solid in the Swiss goal. Cannot be blamed for the 8 goals. He's certainly done what he can to keep the numbers as low as possible. Now we have Mulebach and Anderegg in defense, Bowman, Schmid and Thalman in offense. Karppanen shadowing Mulebach there. Mulebach makes a move on the right hand side. Bowman in front of the goal. That's picked up by Nykänen. Well defended in the end by the Finns, but nice play by Mulebach on the right hand side, pushing up the court. Pekkarinen under pressure from Schmid and Bowman, but a foul, and Pekkarinen saved by the whistle, not by the bell, as would happen in boxing. Maksimainen and Mertsalmi there. Maksimainen has the ball, number 11 on the Finnish team. Maksimainen number 12. Mertsalmi number 12. Maksimainen plays it up the court, tries to get a give and go with Koivisto. And I think Koivisto passing over to Mertsalmi, connecting, and Mertsalmi hitting the upper right-hand corner. Well played. It isn't Koivisto, it's actually number 10, Emil Louhelainen. Louhelainen hitting Mertsalmi. Mertsalmi finishing with a nice shot in the upper corner. Lohr cannot contain Louhelainen, and Louhelainen converts with a nice shot right there. Louhelainen from Saipa in Lappeenranta. And Mertsalmi is with, let's check, make sure, Lasp in Lahti. Nice combination there. Kujansivu in the corner, plays it to Harjunalainen. Harjunalainen moves up the court, pushes Suter out of the way. Suter managed to hang on to the ball. The Swiss have it. Line change for both sides. Mulebach, Anderegg, Karppanen shadowing them, trying to confuse them. A good shot. That's taken by Thalman. Goes into the corner. Schmid after it. And a foul committed by the Swiss on Knuuti. Pekkarinen finds Sandini. Sandini shoots. Picked up by Brunner. Brunner can't throw. Doesn't have any players up court. Therefore drops it down to Mulebach. Bowman over to Thalman. No luck there. Knuuti stops, plays it back to Maksimainen. Maksimainen back to Knuuti. Knuuti looking for Lindman. Lindman on the left-hand side. Lindman loses it, but a bit of confusion on the Swiss side in terms of transitioning, and we get a penalty call on Bowman. Niels Bowman pushing Pekkarinen. Pekkarinen falls down as he's taking the shot, so Bowman has to take the 2-minute penalty at 44:02. Original club for Bowman, Floorball Club Winkler Ducks, currently playing for Ruchenberg Winterthur. Power play for the Finns. And we have Pekkarinen, we have Knuuti, Sandini, Lindman and Karppanen. So the second line for Finland playing power play And we have defending, we have Suter, Hirschi, Rygg, and number 11, Langhart, Marvin Langhart. So that's the underhanded foursome for the Swiss. Lindman has it, turns it around. Number 14 for the Finns, Sandini with the ball, Karppanen. Sandini shoots, almost goes in, Lindman has it, Karppanen turns it around. Over to Knuti, Sandini shoots, hits the post, Karppanen after it, battles for the ball with number 4, Robin Rygg. The Finns keep it, Sandini a shot from Pekkarinen, and the Swiss get a line change, which is, I'm sure, what they were hoping for. Lohr, Mühlebach, Anderegg, and number 19. Let me check that. The Finns continue with the same setup. Pekkarinen shoots, it goes out of bounds. And Ulrich is the final player I was missing in the Swiss foursome, playing a man down. They turn it up the court, but cannot hit Mühlebach. Still 4 seconds to go. On the power play, Koivisto on the left-hand side operates. Bowman is back in the game. Mertsalmi, Koivisto, can he pick this up? Yes, he can. Mertsalmi shoots, it goes wide. Maximainen, Mertsalmi. Raitanen shoots Brunner, and Koivisto can't get to the rebound. Well played by the Finns, but no score with the power play. The Finns mix it up a bit with Koivisto now being on the right side, Louhelainen on the left side. In this setup, Raitanen in the middle. Bühler has space. Ooh, tries to flip it to number 11. Langhart can't quite get to it. Here you see it in replay. Bühler gets past the Finnish defenseman, tries to flip it to Langhart. Langhart hits the goal. That falls down, and we get a whistle. Obviously, Harjunalainen over to Lehtonen. Harjunalainen to Hampää in a tight spot with Bühler. Bühler can't get it. Harjunalainen, Hampää. Some missed passing there. Bühler, pressure, Hampää. That goes out of bounds via Timo Suter. The Finns keep the ball. Harjunalainen. Lehtonen tries to turn around. It goes out of bounds via the Swiss players. The Finns keep the ball. Harjunalainen loses the ball. Langhart driving up the court. Gets a shot opportunity. That's well deflected by Lehtonen. Lehtonen in the middle. Tries to one-time it to number 7. Kujansivu is not successful with that. Bowman back. Anderegg. Mühlebach over to Bowman. Bowman finds Schmid. Schmid goes deep. The Finns have it. A bit of a missed opportunity there. Lehtonen, Lindman. The line change was going on while the ball was being pushed up. Pekkarinen, Knuti turns around. Nice personal skills there. Lindman has it. Lindman up the court. That goes to Anderegg. Lindman, Bowman shoots, just over the bar, and no score for the Swiss. Nice try there, but the Swiss don't seem to be on target today. Just missing high on that one. There have been opportunities for the Swiss, but not being able to convert them today. Bit of confusion on the Finnish end with the previous line change. Maximainen, and a shot from number 10, and we get a whistle. Which team? Arponen hitting the stick. That's what I seem to recall. Jan Fleisch being penalized at 49:02. Swiss team, Jan Fleisch defending there. Fleisch playing for Grasshopper Club Zürich. Originally from White Wolves Niederhasli. Now for the Grasshopper Club. The Finns have another power play. We have Maximainen, Koivisto, Raitanen in the middle. Number 10, Louhelainen, and number 15 actually here. So we have Harjunalainen playing with the third line for the Finns. So a bit of a mix-up, or not a mix-up, but plan change in the lines in this power play. Louhelainen, Harjunalainen. I think that was an attempt of assist by Harjunalainen. Then obstruction on the goalie in front of the Swiss goal by Raitanen. Well, Raitanen probably not intended. Raitanen simply just couldn't get out of the way. Well played by the Swiss, pushing it up. Ulrich, well played by Maximainen, saving that one. Ulrich had an opportunity in front of the goal, well played by number 6. Noah Mühlbach, but saved by Maximainen right in front of the goal. Maximainen has the ball, moves it up the court. We've got 50 seconds left on the power play. Harjunalainen, Maximainen, Koivisto, to Koivisto. Raitanen shoots, that's blocked by Mühlbach. Lohr trying to move it up court. Koivisto against Lohr. Koivisto over to Harjunalainen. Raitanen, Harjunalainen, Koivisto, Harjunalainen. Defended by 2 Swiss players. That goes out of bounds via number 2, Timon Anderegg. And we get a line change with 11 seconds remaining. We get a line change on the Swiss side as well. Hirschi, Rygg, and Langhart plus Timo Sutter on the power play. Teams are playing at full strength. A shot taken by Lindman, that goes wide. Karppanen in the corner. Also in the corner is number 14, Leo Sandini. The foul is probably on Sandini on this one. So the Swiss have the ball. Hirschi to Langhart and to Bühler. Bühler up the court. Hirschi. Bühler, a bit of a bounce there for number 14, Timo Sutter. Sutter managed to keep the ball. Karppanen there to stop the Swiss from advancing. Hirschi. We've got Hofer up court making some moves. Well played there by Pekkarinen. Pekkarinen gets the ball back to Finland. Lindman up the court to Karppanen. Karppanen protecting the ball. Lindman turns around over to the left-hand side. Lindman being defended by Hirschi there. The Finns wanting a penalty there, maybe a penalty shot to no avail. Well played by the Finns. We have 7.5 minutes remaining in the game. 9-0 for the Finns. This is looking like a Finnish win, but let's not count the hatchlings before they actually hatch. Or chickens before they hatch. Bowman takes a shot, that fails. Schmidt has it, Bowman moving up the court. Flips it back. Mühlebach. Sorry, that's Tallman. Bowman over. Bowman has it in the corner, drops it back to Mühlebach. Mühlebach needs to go back. It takes an awful bounce, and then there is Siekkinen finishing this from Kujan sivu. An odd bounce off the side, which fools Mühlebach, doesn't fool Kujan sivu. Kujan sivu picks it up and tries to take it in. The rebound is put in by Siekkinen. Siekkinen second for the day. An easy one, that makes it 10. Mühlebach completely fooled by the weird bounce from the side. Berner can't get to it, and now we have 10 for the Finns. And actually, that wasn't Brunner. If I picked up correctly, that's actually Janis Rost in the goal. Another penalty coming for the Swiss. A delayed penalty. I was looking at the goalie for the Swiss. Rost has probably been in there for quite some time. Now, I didn't pick that up. So my apologies for that. Janis Rost from Kurunihilki is in the goal. A delayed penalty. So Nykänen is on the bench for the Finns. Going deep, Koivisto across to Harjunalainen. Harjunalainen, a difficult flip over to Maksimainen. Maksimainen handles it, gets it back. Harjunalainen, Maksimainen, Lindman. So we've got a bit of a mix. Karppanen, Lindman from the second line. Sandini. We have Koivisto. Sandini shoots, scores. 11. That's a bit of pressure off of Sandini's back. I think he's had opportunities now. Scores with a delayed penalty. And that's from Karppanen. Sandini scores. You can see how happy he is with that score. Arponen there with his hand up. Probably is relieved to see the ball going in because he can put his hand down. He had been keeping it up for quite some time. 54-35, and there's a bit of a discussion between the Swiss coaching staff and the referees on what the ruling was. And we have a penalty on the Swiss, number 10, Jan Fleisch. And there's probably the reason. And I think they called it 2 minutes plus 10 for unsportsmanlike conduct or dangerous play, whatever the rulings are today, because of the impact and the fact that the Finnish player ran into the wall there. Arponen clarifying that with the officials. We'll hear it in a minute. We've got 5 minutes and 25 seconds to play. 11-0. This is looking bad for the Swiss. The Finns have been strong. Trying to listen in on the conversation by the referees. And there's certainly dialogue between the referee and the Swiss coaching staff. At the bench, I think that's Olli Oilinki, the head coach for the Swiss team. Obviously can converse with the referees in Finnish. The game is on. And the 2-minute penalty. Raitanen shoots. Koivisto shoots. Okay, I was trying to listen in on the announcer, Gabi Eerikkilä, on what the situation was with the penalty, and this is Karppanen scoring the 12th on a shot from Aatu Koivisto, so Koivisto gets the assist. So the ruling with the referees after all of this toing and froing, hee-hawing, was that it's a 2+2 minute penalty, which is what is replacing the 5-minute penalties nowadays for dangerous offenses. Karppanen's there to pick up the rebound from Rost. Puts it in for his second of the day. Karppanen flips it in. Yep, on the ruling, it's on a 5-minute penalty. It would have been with the old rules. It is a 2+2 minute penalty, so the first goal with the delayed penalty negated the first one, and then we had another 2-minute penalty to go, which then was put in effect after the scoring with the delayed penalty. So 2 power play goals for Finland to put it to 12-0. There's a chance for Hofer. Hofer near the goal, can't get a stick on it, and now Langhardt drives in. Harjunainen has the ball, slows down the pace through Siekkinen. Lehtonen to Siekkinen, Lehtonen to Siekkinen. Siekkinen turns back, finds Harjunainen below. Siekkinen back to Harjunainen, and away we go. Another 3.5 minutes to play. Well played there. Halpap takes a shot, loses the ball, but then Hirschi loses it in midcourt. Lehtonen has it. Lehtonen has scored twice. There's a delayed whistle on that hit on the stick by Hirschi. Line change for Finland. And start with a free shot with just over 3 minutes to go. Sandini behind the ball. There's also Pekkarinen to Sandini. Sandini described as a natural born leader by the coaching staff. So that's probably the reason why he's been named as the captain of the team. Sandini has certainly put in his weight today with the play. Schmid, Baumann, Dahlman, and here's a Finnish penalty on number 12. I think that's Mertsalmi, Henri Mertsalmi, number 12, trying to stop Dahlman from going around Rovin Tauman. Good effort by him. And Mertsalmi goes on the bench to serve a 2-minute penalty. Henri Mertsalmi, a LASP player from Lahti. And for this occasion, the Swiss put in Eschliman. We have Mühlebach, we have Bühler, Maya with the ball, and then we have number 14, Timo Sutter in front of the goal. I think Bühler will be the engine for the power play. Will also probably take some of the shots. Sutter playing in the box with the Finns. A shot by Mühlebach that goes way wide, way over the goal. Pekkarinen was there. Well played Lindman. Trying to hit Pekkarinen. Pekkarinen gets it. Pekkarinen in the corner. Finds Lindman. Lindman tries to hit Pekkarinen back, but Bühler gets it. Bühler under pressure from Lindman. Lindman, number 7, Kujan Sivu, Pekkarinen, and number 15, Harju Nalanen. Well blocked there by Pekkarinen. And we're going to continue with the face-off. No, we're not going to continue with the face-off. It's going to be a Swiss ball. I think that was the right call from Arponen. Bühler. Eschliman scores for the Swiss, making it 12-1. Probably something that the Swiss certainly deserve. They've had their opportunities, but haven't been able to convert. But now score, and by the looks of it, I think this is Jami Eschliman's first goal in the national team. Congratulations on that. A very nice shot. Pass from number 6, Noah Mühlebach. So congrats on that one for Eschliman. The staff marking it appropriately. My congratulations as well for Jamie Eschliman for having scored in this game, and I think it is probably after a bit disappointing game from the Swiss team, at least for them. A well-played game by the Finns, making this an uneven game. I think this is a bit of a soothing bomb for the Swiss towards the end of the game. But obviously it's too late to come back. Mühlebach trying to move up the middle. The Finns have it. Lehtonen loses it. Mühlebach, and here's an opportunity for Schmid. Nicely stopped by Nykänen. Nykänen controls Bowman. Bowman tries to go across. Lehtonen. Kujan Sivu shoots. Bowman gets a stick on it. Therefore, it goes wide and over the side. But nicely played by Bowman. They're playing until the end, like they're supposed to. Hampa shoots. Stopped by Rost. Rost trying to hit Bowman. Bowman is stopped by the Finnish defenders. Lehtonen and Harjunainen mid-court. Another opportunity for the Swiss towards the end of the period. Ulrich Engeler shoots. That's picked up by the Finnish defenseman. Kujan Sivu trying to go across. That's deflected. Kujan Sivu has it. An opportunity for Hampa. Hampa loses the ball. Kujan Sivu wins it back. Hampa tries to break through. No luck. Lehtonen takes a shot. Doesn't get his third one. And there's the buzzer. And the Finns win it 12-1. a very dominating performance by the Finns, taking this by the score of 12-1. It wasn't that the Swiss didn't play well. They did, I think. It is that the Finns played extremely well. Nice ball movement, aggression in the right places, well defended, and also Niklas Nykänen took care of whatever he could. Couldn't keep the zero with the score from Eschliman with a power play. And we've got one more game to go in the tournament. That'll start at 2 o'clock Finnish time between the Finnish teams, Kohonen and Tiitu. The Swiss boys have completed their tournament. Many thanks for the Swiss for coming to Finland, playing against the Finns and the Germans. Sandini, Bühler, they're greeting each other. I think it was an exciting, good game for both sides. And as a reminder to everyone, the goal in these tournaments is not necessarily to win the tournament. This is for practice, for gaining experience of international games, completely different from the club games, no matter how tough those are, but it's always the international ones that come as a surprise. Greetings to everyone that has been following the games in Switzerland. I do hope that you join for the Finnish one at 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock Swiss time. But greetings to Switzerland, whoever has been following the games. I think it has been refreshing to see the Swiss teams here, both the women's team and the boys team. They've played well. I hope they've enjoyed the Finnish countryside, the Eerikkilä facilities, and good luck. Maybe we'll see some of these players in the future floorball championships at some point in time, at least in the under-19s, the juniors, the next time they are being played, and maybe later with the men's teams. The fans are taking photographs of the team. Congratulations to the team for well-played matches, and good luck in the future. Thank you to everyone who watched. We see and hear each other again at about 10 minutes to 2 Finnish time when the Finnish teams battle for the win of the tournament. Stay tuned for that one. Wish you good continuation of the Sunday. I'm gonna go get some lunch and I'll continue at 10 minutes to 2.